Alright, welcome back to the show. Today we're gonna be covering the project named Subme, which is a two-sided platform for subscriptions. If you are the consumer, the value proposition is that you can choose from a lot of subscriptions in one place, and you can also manage them in one place, which is quite convenient considering how many people forget that they subscribe to something. On top of that, Subme gives you a cashback in crypto for subscribing through their platform, which is even more interesting in my opinion. For suppliers, for businesses, the value proposition is that you can start subscription offer without building the technical infrastructure on your side. You don't need to subscribe for any software as a service solution to put on your website. You can just right away start doing that on the Subme platform. It's obviously not like the best solution for the big companies. Think of Netflix, Amazon, Spotify. They would never do it. They own the client. They have money to build something much better. But for smaller businesses, I think it's a great opportunity to start a subscription to secure some regular revenue, and most of all, if this project is going to get traction, they can get a lot of new eyes looking at their product, at their subscription package. How are they going in terms of traction? So actually, I found about them through word of mouth. When I was buying beer at my local beer store, he told me that he's been contacted by this guy and he wants to try the subscription of his beer package and to present it on this platform. That like raised my interest. I googled that. I watched a couple of YouTube videos, and this is how I found it. After seeing those videos, I now understand that they are probably still in the alpha mode, so they have some first users. They're collecting a lot of feedback, but they didn't really launch like full fledged, and they plan to launch like fully still in Q1 or in Q2. If we consider the success of such platform businesses, then basically marketing and funding is very important because you need to get in front of a lot of consumer eyes in order to convince suppliers to use your platform. How are they doing in it? I think that the start is quite promising because they secured partnerships with pretty known Polish, and Polish because they launch firstly in Poland. Polish celebrities. Jan Blachowicz is former UFC world champion, known not only in Poland, and Adam Wardziński is BJJ world champion. So both quite like popular personalities, especially in the area of people who work out and use some dietary supplements, which is one of the first verticals that they are aiming to tackle. In terms of funding, they're also doing well, like its initial traction at least. They raised almost $2 million or around $2 million from what I understood in the YouTube interview with their CEO. Here we can see the tokenomics, and there is a bit more about the tokenomics and the vesting schedule here, quite like specifically described, which is good. I'm not gonna really go deep into analyzing the tokenomics. If you're interested in participating in their IDO, which is, if I remember correctly, gonna take place in Q2 this year, then go for it, do your own research and decide for yourself. Obviously, none of like my review can be considered any sort of financial advice. I'm just doing it for fun. and to share with the outside world. Here there's also information that this is like audited by quite recognizable security company. So let me just quickly show you the website. For the consumers, it's right now only in Polish, mostly targeted at the business users, because obviously it's a chicken in the egg problem, and they target it from the right perspective. So they are trying to make a lot of supply on the platform. What is also interesting is that they are, I think, launching their own launchpad, and from what I saw in this article, they actually made first IDO for the token called Terraland, which allows for participating in the real estate market in the form of like owning a tokenized real estate piece of a building. Yeah. So if you're interested to find more about that, also go ahead here. And yeah, that would be all from my side. Pretty impressed by what these guys are doing. Like the idea itself without the crypto aspect of it is very, very appealing for me. And I think that being able to offer a cashback is obviously a factor in terms of how quickly they are gonna gain their critical mass among consumers, but also with the trend of crypto becoming more and more, let's say, everywhere in the internet, like it's becoming more and more popular. I think it's just a good choice to include some crypto component in their business to secure the faster growth. Thanks a lot for your attention, and see you around.